most likely know my guest tonight by her voice. She is the DJ at 105.7 The Point. Ladies and gentlemen, Lux. Lux, I'm gonna come out. I mean, you just saw me get married.
I did.
Right? You just saw me get married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming on the show. I'm gonna say it. You are on the radio, but you're kind of a babe.
Oh.
Can I say that?
Yeah. I mean, face for radio. Does it work? Does it work here?
I mean, like, I don't think you have a face for radio, and that, I mean, like, if I hadn't just married a pizza and you hadn't have just gotten married this week, maybe things would be different. Your husband's in the audience; he's gonna kill me. No, tell me, how did you get started in radio? What happened?
Well, I was in college at Central Missouri State, which I think is now. Maybe it's
Central Missouri
Yeah,
State.
I think it's like Missouri. They changed the name of the college.
Southwest Missouri State,
something
I
like
know
that.
did.
Central Missouri, something in Warrensburg. And I went to a job fair, and I saw a table that said a local radio station, top 40 station. All the applications filled out except for one. So I went over and I was like, hey, how do I get in on this? And they're like, you just fill out the application. Do you have any experience? I said, no. So I filled out the application, and at the very top corner, I wrote, "Will work for peanuts." I should enunciate peanuts. And then I put a smiley.
Good. You're on radio.
My parents are also in the audience. Hi, Mom and Dad.
There's like a couple people in the audience like, I don't get it.
That was uncomfortable.
What it could have been.
She said no. But I put a smiley face on the corner, and they hired me with no experience, which is crazy. That never happened. And that was in Warrensburg. I spent a year there. I moved back to St. Louis.
And were you on the air there?
I was,
okay.
doing weekends. And I came back to St. Louis. Ended up getting a promotions gig at 105.7 The Point, just working 5 to 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
That was about 8 years ago.
That was your in. You were like shooting like the t-shirt cannon
I
at
was.
first.
Oh my gosh, I wish we could have a t-shirt cannon. The amount of times I've like chucked a CD at somebody's their face. Like they give us CDs, those are sharp.
They're just like throw these CDs out.
I'm like, ugh. But then again, I think the t-shirt cannon might take out a face.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a soft medium.
T-shirt.
Yeah. So, all right, so you go on 105.7 The Point. I'm going to say that right.
Yeah.
And so you've been there for a while now, right?
Almost 9 years there. I think about 8.
And you have like a following. You have a Facebook fan page.
It's crazy.
There's like 40,000 people on it.
I'm like 100 from 50,000.
What?
Which is terrifying. Who are these people?
Does anybody here like her on her fan page? Yeah? You got fans. You have fans in the audience.
That's good. At least some of them are here and not like bots somewhere in like Istanbul, like just like liking my.
I like you very much. Please friend back.
How great is Facebook? That's how I found you guys. I found you guys did a great sketch about Dave Grohl.
That's true.
I loved it. I went and saw the Foo Fighters, and those of you who don't know, Dave Grohl injured himself very badly, broke his leg on stage. So instead of canceling his tour, he just performed.
Played on me, like dude's
in a
crazy.
Throne, not moving, and you guys did the funniest sketch. It got shared on Facebook. I saw it, found the Kickstarter, and was like, I gotta put my money towards that. And now I'm here, and this is brilliant.
Now we got you.
Yes.
So we'll count this against your Kickstarter. So you used up your Kickstarter ticket.
This is like my Kickstarter reward. I'm
This is your reward right now. Well, you've been on the air for a while now, so you have to have some crazy stories in the biz. Can you dish a little bit? Do you have a good story?
Without being too inappropriate.
Yeah, no,
so
go for it.
I just thought of this because I was backstage and I saw that you guys had Pokey LaFarge perform.
Oh, we're gonna dish on Pokey?
Not so much on Pokey, but I had the very sincere privilege to interview Jack White from the White Stripes. Yeah. I was one of 5 individuals who got to interview him the year he headlined Lollapalooza doing his 2 sets with both his bands. So cool. Such an intense experience to interview an artist of that caliber.
Yeah.
I've interviewed lots of local bands and
He seems like an intense dude.
He is only 5 people. I sat next to Kennedy from MTV, like back in the 90s.
The VJ.
Yeah, she was sitting next to me and we were like in the cattle call waiting for our interview. Like, all right, she goes in before me. I'm like, oh God, I have to follow that. Like, really? I was so nervous. I had to check my questions with the management, and I go in there, and the first thing he says, Pokey LaFarge, St. Louis, Missouri. You're from St. Louis, Missouri. Pokey's on my record label, and he's worked on some of my stuff, and I'm like,
you connected right away.
Instantly.
He hugged you.
I wish.
Yeah. You guys are best buds. You got his phone number.
Well,
it's amazing.
Here I walk in, and I'm like feeling little bit high and mighty about it, because I'm like, I'm interviewing Jack White, this is so cool, and I do the interview, and it's very smooth, and he's so great, and afterwards we go, oh, can we take a picture for the blog? And we go to take the photo, and he goes, I like the way you do your hair, and he touched the back of it, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, and you haven't washed it since. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit more with Lux, and we're gonna play a game. If you're watching online, you can watch that game. If you're watching on TV, we'll be right back with our band, Mount Polonius.